gotta start it. And then you rotate this down, and then you push the ignition switch down, and then push.
Okay, I think this mic is working. I'm trying to figure this thing out. It's a little different view, guys. We had to try to put the camera on my helmet. It's not totally straight because they wouldn't let us put a mount on this bike. I do like how close my feet are. I have a lot of room. But the controls are really unfamiliar on this. However, I'm less nervous than I was yesterday. I just hadn't been on a test ride in a while, and so I expected that it was going to be sort of the same as my bike because it was still a lowrider. But once I got on it, I felt like there was some unfamiliar stuff. But this is really unfamiliar. But I do feel more comfortable today, and I think we got here just before the rain. It's a lot drearier. I wish I would have had more time yesterday. That's the thing I hate about these test rides, is you just have to sit around for so long. Whoa! Whoa! This thing goes! Whoa! Oh. Alright. This is the worst dealer to take a test ride because it's right on Pulaski Highway. It's not Baltimore's fault, but it's just stressful because it's such a big highway. Like finding like a good opening. I have no idea how this footage is going to turn out, guys. But I will say that they were organized. I like that. And they did not make me wear a goofy looking bright vest, and I like that too. So all good things. Oh man. Hopefully we can pull out here. Hopefully. Whoa! Dang! This thing moves. Like almost like a sport bike pickup. Holy cow. I like it. Wow. I was not expecting to like this. This thing is so smooth and quick.
Where are we at?
Baltimore Harley Davidson, where I bought my Sportster and Mike bought his bike. But we had some beef with Baltimore Harley, but a friend of ours, Dad, or a guy that went to high school with us, Dad owns it. We're gonna give them a second chance to see how they do. Let me tell you why.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
That's right. Let me tell you why we had some beef with them. Because my Sporty's brakes were squeaking, and I brought the bike in for an oil change and told them that the Sporty's brakes were squeaking, and they told me that it was my bell.
Your bell?
Yeah, my Guardian bell, that was the sound I was hearing. And I said, do you need me to put a man on the phone and tell you that it was the brakes? Alright, what's the situation? Should we look front, or should we go outside or inside?
Probably go front first.
Up front?
Yeah, let's go front first. How you doing, Jeremy? Good.
Good to see you.
You too, man.
You guys coming to test ride some bikes?
I tore my leg up.
Oh, shit, how'd you do that?
Dirt bike.
last Saturday.
Thinking you're younger than you are?
That happens a lot these days.
Yes, it does. Man.
Like, it seems like every 2 to 3 weeks I end up with an injury.
Okay, but the last injury before that was his rib was broken because we rode dirt bikes in California and he rode up a literal cliff.
Oh, it was a stage 5. It was good.
And the person in front of him stopped, and there was nowhere for him to go.
So what are you gonna do? You know, I had her pinned in 3rd gear. You know, on an incline. He stopped on me, so I went to the left and hit the mountain. You guys doing test rides today, right?
Yeah, everything's out back.
My man. Thanks, Jeremy. Yes, sir.
I still cannot hear out of here. You know what? This is the site of. Do you know what this is the site of?
Right.
I took my class here. And I've told you this before because it fired me up to no end. Was part of the class, they brought us in here and had us like sit on a bike in the showroom in the like written part of the class. Okay? And the instructor, who was a woman, made all of the guys come spot me to sit on the motorcycle. I'm not lying.
I just liked you. So, excuse us.
Can we go out that way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Staff. They probably let you borrow a helmet, Michael.
Probably would. It's a nice turnout.
Looks like you gotta check in.
Yeah, you probably gotta go there and check out.
What is that? Is that the ST?
That looks like the ST.
Nah, the bags are different. That's bigger. There's the Sportster S.
Yeah.
I can test ride that. There's the Nightster. What should I ride?
Which one? The blue one?
No, no, the blue one is a Fat Boy, right?
Yes.
This is the ST right here.
Yeah. It is the ST right there.
Where's that?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
What am I thinking? I mean, I'm gonna see if there's weights for different things. Like how long is the line to ride different things? What do you think?
Let's see what the weight is. I think you should ride all of them.
We don't have time for that today.
I'd say the ST, but that's probably gonna be a long way for that ST.
Well, I don't know. I bet you the Nightster's longer. Or the Sportster S. I really did want to try that.
Try the Sportster S. Yeah, thank you. What's up, Andy?
Guys, what's
How
up?
you doing, bud?
How are ya?
Doing well.
Apparently we have to register inside.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
You're good. How you been?
I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah.
So you're hurt. What
Dirt bike accident.
Oh yeah, right. I shouldn't have, but
I had my kid on it. And
oh jeez.
instead of, letting him take the blunt, I took it.
Oh jeez. All right.
Fatherly duties,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right here. I'll tell you the bikes you want to ride if you can. Absolutely ride the Nightster. You rode the Sportster S?
No,
Not
I
yet.
haven't. So I was deciding between the ST, the Sportster S, or the Nightster.
So I don't want to give you my opinion on anything. I rode them all yesterday,
Okay.
except for the Road Glide ST, Street Road Glide ST, which I want to ride.
Okay.
Thank you.
You want me to hold something? Look, nope. Everybody's had the good sense not to ask you about the test.
Not yet. Oh, they're back, so how's up?
Yeah, I know. We're going, but you're...
What's going on here?
All right, guys. So we went on Saturday to, as you heard, the Baltimore Harley Demo Day. It was a beautiful day. Unfortunately, there was a wait for a lot of the bikes. So the bike that I test rode first was the Lowrider ST, but that is not what this video is on, and that is because the riding footage is pretty bad. So they wouldn't let us put a mount on the bike, and so we tried to rig it, and it didn't work out well. So I think I'm going to use some of my feedback on the Lowrider S on a different video. We're going to try to get back out there and get some better riding footage on a Lowrider S. Plus, Michael couldn't ride because he was hurt. So what you guys are going to get to see is the footage of me test riding the Nightster, which we had to come back the next day and do. But I really wanted you guys to see this review. It's not the best footage we've ever taken, but it's not the worst. And I really thought that you guys would enjoy hearing what I had to say about this bike. It's brand new. So exciting. Nobody's really had a chance to try it, so I felt really fortunate that I got to test it out.
Been a long time without you. Been a long time without.
We know why you do that. Twice during the ride, there's a spot where the leaders have been instructed to do a hard acceleration. So don't create the moment, we'll provide it for you to see what the bike's got. We ride the stagger formation, left to right, left to right. You want to be 2 seconds behind the person who's directly in front of you, 1 second behind the person who's in front of you to the left or the right.
Okay, so I am loving this. This is so smooth. It's like a more comfortable sport bike. Like I'm like upright. I can touch the ground, but the pickup on this thing is crazy. I can't believe what a nice ride this is. Listen, guys, like I loved my Sporty because it was my first bike, but I didn't love my Sporty after I got my Lowrider S. Like, it just was the performance. It couldn't compare. But this is awesome. Like, now, I don't think that I want to take this bike on a really long ride still, because the controls are like true mids, and so my knees are really bent and my knees will start to hurt. I know I'm picky. I complain about Michael's forward controls, but I then just said these are true mids. So the Lowrider S controls are like more forward mid controls, and they are perfect for the length of my legs because my knees aren't so bent that they hurt me, but they are not so far that it's hard to reach. So these I can reach really well, but I don't know if I'd want to take like a multiple hour ride with my knees this bent. But this thing is light and it's nimble and like, wow, it turns so easy. God, I love how this thing moves. I was not thinking that this was going to be great. I would not trade in my Lowrider S because I love it for touring and it's very comfortable for me. I feel like it was like a soft tail model made for like a smaller person. So I really love it. Whoa, this thing takes off, guys. Dang, it goes. Like, I mean, I think I like this as much, or definitely more, because it's more comfortable than any of the sport bikes I've ridden, but it's like fun like a sport bike. Like, you know, you get on a sport bike and you're like, this is fun, but I only want to ride it for a half hour. Well, I'd probably ride this one for like maybe like an hour. I don't think I want to like, you know, sometimes Michael and I on the road will be on our bikes for 2.5 hours before taking a break, or 2 hours. I don't think I'd want to do that. And then, you know, we get back on and ride 2 more hours. But man, if I was going to get a second bike, I feel like I want this to be it. And I've never thought that before. Never really. I mean, I've ridden a lot of bikes on a test ride, but this is like my size, but it rides nice. So, guys, it's so nice. This test ride is not as bad of a route as I was thinking yesterday, but you still do have to get on Pulaski Highway. If I got used to these controls, I could really get used to this thing.
Good news is the GoPro's still there.
That is the best ride I've ever taken, a test ride ever, except my bike.
Are you shitting me?
I loved it. It was awesome.
You loved it, huh?
It was so cool. It like has like sport bike pickup, but it's not uncomfortable, and I can touch the ground. So it's like how a sport bike is fun, but the positioning is so much less awkward for me.
Really?
Like it took off, like whoa.
Like whoa?
Yeah.
Like whoa.
Like it took off. Yeah, it was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it was in sport mode.
Usually he's like making y'all leave a brain mode.
It says
How you doing?
I know. Usually he's like checking it. Whatever.
I've never seen her get off the bike and say she loved it.
So much fun. My bike, I've never tested a bike that I like more than that, and I've tested almost every bike that I have.
You like that more than your bike?
No, but I like it second best after my bike.
You might have to ride that again.
Lowrider, but I have a 20.
You like that? Yeah. What man, she got off and said that was like, wow. She said she hasn't. She's done a lot of test rides. That's she said she likes that second best to her bike.
I want to try it.
I would.
That was.
That's fun. I mean, I rip hers all the time, but.
Are you up for it? Do you want to try to do one, me and you? Do you want to see? We could try to experiment with the 360 if you're up for a ride, or we can just leave.
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
Not that it's not worth it. It's just
you're not feeling it.
Weather, my leg.
Got it.
If it was my bike, I'd ride it.
I just didn't know if you would want to. Wait, where's my hat?
Everything's sitting right there, my gimbal and everything else.
Now we just have the road, but it's okay.
Not a problem.
All right, y'all. So I wanted to tape so you could see the bike, but there's music going on back there. So I rode the Nightster, which is brand new. I don't think hardly any stores or showrooms have them right now. And I didn't expect to like it, and here's why. Because honestly, after riding lots of bikes, and having had an 883, I was expecting it to feel sort of like my 883.
Like a Sportster?
Yeah, but like a little bit more pickup, but I didn't expect it to feel like that. Okay. I loved it. After the test ride of my bike, which was my favorite test ride ever, remember, like, Michael, I took it out and you were like,
I knew you were
you
buying
saw my
it
face
before
for
you got
like
off the bike.
5 minutes and you were like, that's it, we're buying that. It was my second favorite ride after that. Like, the only other test ride I've ever been on that I sort of like happy laughed, because I expected it to have some more pickup than a Sportster, but it was crazy. It was like a sport bike. Like, literally in second gear, give it a little throttle, and I was like 55 miles an hour.
Red line at
9,000
RPMs.
So
big difference.
like a sport bike, but the posture and the positioning and the controls were so much easier, because when I'm on a sport bike, you know, I'm on tippy toes. I'm all the way up here, barely able to reach, and I'm leaned all the way forward. But this, I sat, which I get, you know, people have been telling me to ride a naked sport bike because it's more upright, and it's probably like that.
Now, that bike stops a lot faster than your bike.
Oh, yeah. Like, the brakes are...
Kickstand was legit.
Kickstand was way easier. Let me tell you this. I mean, I still don't think it would be real comfortable for a very long ride, because you're still in a little bit of a sporty posture.
Yeah.
And the mid controls are true mid, so my knees were bent, and I knew that would hurt for a long time, whereas lowrider mid controls are like a little bit more forward. So I wouldn't want to... It's not a bike that I would want to take on, you know, cross country or when we get to Tennessee or something like that. But if I was going to buy a second fun bike and I had lots of money, it would be that bike.
Okay.
Like, I liked it more than any of the sport bikes I've ridden. The pickup was awesome. Everything was easy. It was so light. It felt like lighter than sport bikes.
So
but maybe it's just
was
easy, like lean. Yeah, everything.
Slow
It just
maneuvers?
very easy. Yeah. It's also probably
the bike's
at least
a lot
200
lighter.
pounds lighter than my bike, maybe more. But yeah, the bike felt so light, so easy to handle.
Pickup was there.
The pickup was crazy. So it slid me back in the seat every single time that I like